It's your boy, Rich Lump, and I just came here. You already know, to keep it real. I'm gonna give y'all a second to come in the room. Sunny. What's good? It's your boy, Rich Lump, and I just came here. You already know, to keep it real. I've been trying to find my peace. I'm getting a little bit older now. I can tell because I want to take my time with everything. I don't want to rush. I don't think I could if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm outside tending to my garden. That was a word that I got when I lived in Philadelphia. And God would expound on it as time would go on. And the garden was symbolic of the blessings, my family, my ministry, my businesses, the vision, the provision. And God was telling me to keep my eye on that and not on the things that were taking place and the things that I could see with my earthly eyes. You know what I mean? Because we were to walk by faith. We were in our season of, we were in a faith walk. We were going through a faith walk. We were in a season of testing and trial and tribulation, and we came out of that thing. And, that's going to be something we go through as believers till the day we die. We'll have times of peace. God will give us some peace. He'll give us rest and refuge, and He'll sustain us, and He'll give us provision. But we're going to be on the battlefield for the rest of our life. So we'll be tested, and we're going to go through things. But that's why God says we're more than a conqueror, because that's not the totality of us. We're layered. We're multi-dimensional. We're not one thing. We're not what the eyes may see. Do you hear me? And everybody doesn't know that. A lot of people take us at face value. They take us at one interaction. They don't remember the beginning to sort out the end. They don't take into account who we were before they met us. They don't take into account who we were when they met us. They don't take into account who we'll be after they're long gone. And that's real. But I really don't have anything that I can complain about. So I'm just finding my peace. I don't have anything that's just troubling me to look, let me knock on wood. But I don't have anything that's just overshadowing the blessings of God. I don't. What I do have is so-called. They say I have a depressive disorder at times. So I have to actively seek my peace. I have to actively do things to make sure I'm not in that frame of mind. I have to always consider that, so that I know maybe that's something the enemy is supplanting inside of my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a battlefield in itself. And the chosen, God's chosen people, we'll go through mental manipulation and warfare, and we have to be aware that these are tactics of the enemy. He'll bring people in to throw you off, to delay you, to cause you to have to stumble, to be a stumbling block. You know, one of the greatest things you can do to make sure that you're not falling victim to that is to stay in the word, to keep your eyes on God, to hold on a second. To just keep it real. Yeah, do not be deceived or dismayed. There are people who they're assigned to you to be distractors and to try to keep you from your promise. They try to keep you from the realization of self and who God is. Because to know God is to know self. To try to keep you at a low level, focused on money and sex and just earthly bullshit, and not your soul and your portion and what you were called and tasked with on this earth. I go through that a lot. That's why I chill solo, because I always kind of been I've always been like that to myself, but I've been easily distracted with other people's problems, which sometimes God will use people to press on you, to produce oil, to heighten certain gifts inside of you, or to make you realize you have certain gifts. But there's like a divine timing behind a lot of this. And when it's time for the release of these assignments, people will linger, or they'll think and conceptualize this with their human mind and do things to try to defeat you as if you're at odds, when really it's all good. We should count it all joy that we even cross paths with one another. They'll probably never meet another you. You'll probably never meet another them. Just count it all joy. Some people they got it all twisted and be having you fucked up, and they missed the mark. That's where the separation has to occur, because God might have put y'all together and put y'all to task, but people will get in a competition. People will forget who you are. People will forget that you helping them. You know what I'm saying? And that you really don't need them. It'd be a lot of shit. It'd be a lot of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it want to be hot or not. But anyways, and there's flies out here. What was I saying? Yeah, but there'll be a set time where God gathers his remnant, and you'll be put with your soul tribe, with like-minded people, your true family. And wait for them. Wait for that. Wait for the people that are assigned to you to be in your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't beg for connections that are meaningless, that are one-sided. Because most of the time we're blessing other people and they're not blessing us. They're cursing us. They're going back. They're going back and kind of tearing down the things that you build. Whether they're doing it consciously or not, some people can't help themselves, because a lot of people have mental illness, and a lot of people they don't keep it real. And it's not good to be alone. But there'll be seasons where God calls you to isolate yourself. Um, and there's a purpose behind it. Don't be disobedient. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you know better than God. Don't think that you have it all figured out, because we don't. Ultimately, we don't know what the end's gonna be like. God's a million steps ahead. He already knows where the betrayal is gonna come. He knows this person is a Judas. He knows that they're not right for you. He knows that they're using you because you're blessed, and they're not. Their heart's not in the right place concerning you. So wait on the people that God have for you, and y'all will be able to create in peace and harmony, versus you fighting for connections that God's trying to tear apart. But at this time, the remnant is being reconciled and remade in God's image, and he's getting ready to present them to their soul family, to their spouses. He's getting ready to unlock certain gifts so that you can be put in the right career field, in the right social settings. He's getting ready to give a lot of y'all houses so that you can be in the right neighborhood, because just our walk in life and who we are as people, it's a ministry, and it's basically a how can I put it? We're walking billboards for God. Yeah. And we've seen the devil shine for long enough. We've seen the enemy have the spoils for long enough. And now it's time for the wealth transfer. So we're going to see a lot of things be flipped instantaneously, overnight. We talked about this, that there will be overnight millionaires. There will be people who will be given strategy, and that they would invent things, and that people would win money in a spiritual way, a supernatural way, through the stock market, the lottery, court cases. It's a lot of things happening right now. I got some stuff going on, so I know it's real. It's not me just saying it. I haven't sustained myself. God has sustained me, even with jobs. And I hate that somebody saw this. It was a time where I went to work for an hour, and they sent me home early, and by the next day, I had $500 in my bank account from that hour of being at work. And somebody was there with me and saw this. That's why you got to be careful. It's crazy that we can't just live our lives. I didn't think nothing of it because it wasn't none of their business, but they never stopped bringing it up to me, to the point where I'm like, is your connection to me solely based off of you knowing that God is blessing me, and you're just waiting around to see what you can do? And I knew this person had gifts, and that it wasn't that they were all bad. It was that they weren't on my level. We have different spiritual ranking. And sometimes people have never seen nothing like what God is doing for you. And they'll be enamored by it. So they'll get lost. They'll get lost in the sauce. So they'll have to get away from you, because it'll cause them to be green with envy. They'll never admit it though. But you can tell by the way they talk, and that they're competitive with you, and they can't compete where they don't compare. They don't have shit. You know what I'm saying? But they still, it's a pride and ego thing. But yeah, I'm balling in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Even when I ain't, hey, it ain't on me, it's in me. Do you hear me? But see, what they don't understand is I was born for this. I was been supposed to be rich because it's my birthright, and people tried to steal it. People have been stealing my birthright for 33 years. So God is having to personally put it in my pocket. Do you hear me? Because people have done so much to prevent the great work that He's been trying to do with me from conception. So you have no clue. You don't have any idea. You never could, because we're in a league of our own. You feel me? Yeah, but meanwhile, back at the ranch, even though they don't have a clue, and they could never see us or be us, they'll be green with envy when they see the way that God blesses your socks off. Even now, I'm sitting in a house that a lot of people said that I wouldn't be sitting in. Even now, my bills are getting paid. When a lot of people don't see me punching the clock, not the way that they are, and I'm not saying it to brag, I'm saying that's why they have to stay the fuck from around me, because it's always going to be like that, and they're going to be trying to figure it out, and it's not for them to figure out. God is supernaturally blessing us at all times. He's going the extra mile. He's leaving the 99 for the one. Do you hear me? And the one is me, God's favorite. All right? But I'm not going to hold y'all too long, because I feel my ego coming out. You know, somebody that I'm getting ready to say too much. I love y'all. I'll be back ASAP like Rocky. And also, I need y'all, if y'all can, to pray over our children and pray over these schools. There's been a lot of school shootings that have been happening, and it's all demonic, and it's a knock at us, because our children are part of our inheritance, and they're another way that we have everlasting life. So we want to protect them at all costs, even though we know that energy cannot be destroyed, because they're only going to go back to the Father if something does happen. But we want to speak life over our kids, and may the spirit of a school shooter die by fire in Jesus' name. I'll be back ASAP like Rocky. I love y'all. Peace. I'm spitting this shit.